how does someone launder money, and if you're trying to conceal funds, what are the different ways to do so? Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Mangotology. For today's video, I wanted to talk to you guys about Marty and Monique Rathbun, the two new businesses they started, as well as how they may be trying to hide and conceal funds through their real estate as well as through these two new businesses. So get on your seatbelts, we are going to be talking about Marty and Monique Rathbun today. But before we get to that, for the holiday season, I did want to let you guys know that I do sell ex-Scientology merchandise. If you go to suppressivemerchandise.com, you can pick yourself up a Suppressive Person t-shirt. I also have some other really cool designs. For the holiday season, if you'd like to be able to support me and my channel, purchasing a t-shirt through Suppressive Merchandise does help me continue to make videos such as this, as well as a monthly donation to my Patreon page. So if you go to patreon.com/StephenMango, you can get some more information on how you're able to leave a monthly pledge to my channel. So the other day, I was on a secret Facebook group that has a bunch of ex-Scientologists, a lot of different critics, Scientology watchers. I don't want to say the name of the group just because it is a private group, but one of the members did release information regarding Marty and Monique and two new businesses that they started up. So it was very interesting because I did look into it and it was registered back in September. So it was very interesting because I didn't hear about any news about this business, and I guess Tony Ortega may have mentioned it on his blog a few months ago. So I guess I might be a little bit behind on the times about this, but knowing what we know now and what I've kind of uncovered about Marty Rathbun, it makes sense what's going on and about this business and everything that he's started. So why are we still talking about Marty Rathbun? Well, Marty was the former second in command of David Miscavige, and now if Marty is going back into Scientology and he's concealing funds, for example, or doing some other criminal activity with money, for example, or trying to hide different things, I just think that it's really telling about the organization of Scientology as a whole and the different people they're employing, whether to speak out against Scientology, speaking out against Leah Remini. It just really says something to you, know? Like, I've never been a part of a church or an organization that actively hated on someone who was a former member or is a member, or actively works to tear down a person and to discredit them and ruin them utterly. So only Scientology does that. And also, if you guys haven't seen, go down on my channel. I started removing Scientology ads from different acting publications and just really trying to work on stopping Scientology from being able to get other vulnerable people into the organization with the promise of self-help and all this sort of stuff. So I'm really just hoping in 2018 that Scientology has justice served upon it, that they may not have their tax exemption any longer, that people who have committed crimes within Scientology don't have the protection, therefore they go under criminal investigation. So anyways, that's a whole nother topic and video. I did want to talk to you guys about Marty Rathbun today. The first business we're going to be talking about is Marty's business. So this business is called Wimoma LLC. Wimoma LLC is a Texas limited liability company filed on August 19, 2017. The company's filing status is listed as active. The registered agent on file for this company is Mark C. Rathbun and is located at Ingleside on the Bay, Texas. The company's principal address is Ingleside, Texas. The filing date is August 19th, 2017, and the company's age is 4 months long. And again, it's an LLC. So what's it mean when you have an LLC? Basically, an LLC is a limited liability corporation. I've had an LLC before, and basically, you may pay, like, say, $800 a year to have an LLC, but you basically have protection of your personal assets, as well as being able to be sued directly. They basically sue an LLC if someone has a complaint against you or whatever, and it basically protects you and your personal assets and all of that sort of thing. So I looked into it, and what is Wimoma? What does that word mean? And is it just something Marty made up, or is it an actual thing? So this is what I found out about what Wimoma means. Meaning of Wimoma: the symbol of idealism, intuition, energy, inspiration, determination, courage, but also tensions and contradictions. It has the potential to be a source of inspiration for other people. There always exists an excessive amount of energy and intuition. Having too many thoughts at the same time makes it sometimes hard to understand himself. This path can lead to a situation where he inspires people, but without conscious effort. Power seems to flow through you without control or effort. This gives you so much power, yet also turbulence, which results in emotional times. So I found that very interesting. I don't really know how that pertains to what he's going to be doing with this business, if it is an actual legitimate business. But the second business is Monique's business. So Monique's business is called Bibby's Cakes and Catering LLC. Bibby's Cakes and Catering LLC is a Texas limited liability company filed on September 14th, 2017. The company's filing status is listed as active. The registered agent on file for this company is Monique Renee Rathbun and is located at Ingleside on the Bay, Texas. The company's principal address is Ingleside, Texas. The filing date again is September 14th, 2017, and the company's age is 3 months long. So I didn't know, maybe someone else knows, but maybe Monique does have some sort of cooking or catering or some sort of background in the culinary arts. I never heard of that personally. I didn't know Monique was employed necessarily or anything like that, but it appears that she's the owner and founder of this cake company. Here is a LinkedIn page that I found for Monique Rathbun stating that she's the owner of Bibby's Cakes and Catering LLC. It also shows her logo, but as I searched online on Google, there's no actual website or any sort of review or Yelp page or anything that actually indicates that the company is actively up and running. So there's some different theories that I have speculated as well as others are speculating. Again, this is my speculation, but it's according to kind of what we are seeing, according to the behavior of Marty Rathbun, according to the different lawsuits and different things that have been going on in the news, in the media, and I've been basically trying to piece the puzzle together for you guys. So there's two different theories. Well, maybe there's actually additional theories, but I started reading about how does someone launder money, and if you're trying to conceal funds, what are the different ways to do so? And before I go into stating more details on my theories, I wanted to say that the reason I bring this up is because if Monique's former attorney was trying to get a cut of the settlement, this is a way that they can possibly conceal their settlement by purchasing real estate, for example, or investing into a business if Scientology did try to pay them off in cash, for example. So there are two different ways. One is buying real estate, and two is by starting a business such as an LLC. So let's think about this. If Marty did get a secret settlement deal from the Church of Scientology, it's interesting because all of a sudden Marty bought a home in Ingleside, Texas. He bought a brand new home. And I also went on Zillow and I looked at Marty Rathbun's home in Ingleside, Texas. Now on Zillow, the house is valued, I guess, at $235,000. His house in Ingleside, Texas is 1,730 square feet. It boasts a 4-car garage and 3 bedrooms. And he put down a $100,000 down payment. Now, where did Marty Rathbun get a $100,000 down payment? Settlement. And he put a $100,000 down payment on it. I don't know if the house is paid off or not, or if he has a mortgage and he just made a very large significant down payment on the home. It's interesting because where would Marty, someone who left the Church of Scientology, does some media appearances and stuff like that, it's not like he's even on YouTube or doing anything where he can possibly get ad revenue, for example. But he has his blog, but it's not like he's like a Tony Ortega type of blogger where he has sponsors and different things on the blogs, or he does have a donation button, but I don't think that's enough, or anyone's donated enough to Marty Rathbun over the years to have a $100,000 payment on a home. So where did Marty get that money? Possibly the settlement deal, because all of a sudden the lawsuit disappeared, and now all of a sudden Marty has money to start 2 businesses and a home. But it would be interesting, maybe he used some of that money from the settlement to buy the home. That's a good way, if he got maybe a cash payment from Scientology, and now he actually has an actual asset, which is this home. But now all of a sudden these 2 businesses popped up. And especially because they're an LLC, to me that just kind of raises some sort of red flag, what's actually going on here? So you could say the theory that, hey, maybe they wanted to start a business, they want to be productive citizens of the country, for example, and live the American dream and start this business or something. But it's not cheap to start a business. Even when I had a business, I ran a business. I didn't have an actual office space, but I ran a business out of my home. But the amount of fees and websites and advertising and, customer acquisition and all these different things, it's not cheap under any stretch of the imagination. Never mind, I have 2 companies. So they have these 2 registered businesses. I don't know what Wimoma would actually do. Maybe he's doing some sort of consulting sort of business, Marty, but in terms of Monique, that's the only thing. I probably wouldn't have questioned it if I just saw like cakes and catering or something. It's okay, maybe Monique wants to start like a catering business in Texas or something like that. But now that they both have businesses, and right after the whole deal with Monique dropping her lawsuit and not paying the attorneys, buying a home, and now we see that there's two businesses. I don't know. I think that's very suspicious. And I wanted to see what you guys thought about that as well. I think that is pretty clear about what's actually going on. But I mean, it's just very shady to me that you're not paying your attorney, for example. You're dropping this lawsuit. You're doing ads for Scientology. Now you have these two businesses and all of a sudden have money to have a business or to, for example, buy real estate. I don't know. I just want to let you guys know about these businesses and let you guys maybe piece the puzzle together. But I mean, I can't say definitively because, again, I only have my evidence from online and from what other people are saying and the receipts of about the businesses and reading online about what people are saying about money laundering. So again, this is just my speculation. If you want Jeff to come on my channel again, maybe I can have Jeff talk about it from more of a legal aspect, maybe about the repercussions about something such as this. But just in general, I just think it's very interesting that Marty decides to take this path. And, you know, it's very interesting as well because someone like Debbie Cook, when Debbie got paid off by Scientology, allegedly all she did was take the money and she has like a gag order. She cannot speak out against Scientology. She was living on like these different exotic islands and these different things with her husband. And they haven't even been like in the country to my understanding. I don't think anyone has seen Debbie Cook or had an update from her recently. If I'm incorrect about that, please let me know. But again, with Debbie Cook, she was silenced. But Marty, he was all of a sudden paid and then asked to speak out in favor of Scientology, as if that doesn't look suspicious in any way. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's just very weird and interesting. And then someone recently in my comment section was like, well, maybe he got more than $2 or $4 million, which is kind of what like Jeff was estimating. It had to be more. It had to be $40 million in order for Marty to be able to do what he's doing. But there's no way Scientology would pay someone $40 million, in my opinion. I don't think that they would pay Marty off to such a high payment when he was already speaking out. A lot of the secrets and stuff are out there. I think a few million is reasonable. That would give him the ability to say, get a home or start a business or do something. And again, working in favor of Scientology, there's a monetary value to that with Scientology. So I think that, you know, if anything, Marty did take a few $1 million and, you know, he's trying to hide the money so he doesn't have to give a cut to Ray Jeffrey and his attorneys that he retained, or Monique retained rather, for the case. And, you know, Marty wants to pretend he wants to live this like quiet life away from, you know, exposing Scientology, like from what he was telling me on set of my Scientology movie, for example. And he's not going to do press and all of that. But, you know, when you're then going and speaking out in favor of Scientology, that's not really, in my opinion, being able to move on and past like the drama of the ex-Scientology world and whatever he's saying about the anti-Scientology cult. You know, we'll see where things go. We'll see where things unfold. I'll be here to give you guys any of the updates when they come in about Marty Rathbun, because I think that, you know, if you are going to be shady and do different things such as this, then you have to get called out about it. You can't just expect that no one's going to be questioning your behavior, especially as someone who's a very public person such as Marty, who has been a public figure in the ex-Scientology world, in the Scientology world. So anyways, guys, I just wanted to give you that quick update while I film some other videos for you guys about Scientology, as well as I just recently started a new channel. It's called Mango Tea. Oh, Poodle, do you have drama for Daddy about John Cuckian? Tell Daddy the drama. My goodness, Drama Poodle, I had no idea about that. How did you find out? It's listed down in the description box below. You can click the link and go subscribe to me over there. I'm making daily videos doing other exposés, other dramas, spilling the tea, if you will, about YouTubers, about other sort of things that are going on out there. If you guys are interested, the channel's starting to grow really fast, and I'm really excited to start switching some of my attention over to that channel. So if you'd like some more information, again, it's called Mango Tea, and it's linked down below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, comment down below. I'd love to hear what you guys think about this matter, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks so much for watching.